What's up, guys? It's Max, owner of Max's Best Bootcamp, and this is how to make an easy mason jar salad recipe. And all you need for this to get started is a mason jar and some other options. If you don't even have a mason jar, you can use some Tupperware like this. This will also work. But we're going to be making this recipe from start to finish, including a delicious balsamic olive oil dressing, and we're going to start with that right now. So it couldn't be any simpler. It's a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and then we're just going to flavor it up a little bit. So I'm going to eyeball this. Now, if you'll notice, this olive oil, I'm going to come in so you guys can see this. I don't know if you can, but it's cloudy at the bottom. What you want to look for is extra virgin, unfiltered olive oil. We're going to give it a shake, all that good stuff down in there in the bottom. If it's cloudy, that's probably the good stuff. It's going to run you a little bit more money, but worth it. The flavor's incredible. So we're going to do about a tablespoon of olive oil. Just going to eyeball that. And then a tablespoon of balsamic. Now, if you're a balsamic freak like me, you may want to double up on the amount of balsamic that you're using. So good. That's about right. And for most vinaigrettes, chefs will tell you that the right portion is a 3-to-1 ratio olive oil to vinegar. But listen, that would be like 3 tablespoons of olive oil for every 1 tablespoon of balsamic. And the thing is, we're not looking to add all those calories in to this salad. It's a lower calorie salad that we're making, and so 1 tablespoon of each is perfect. Now we got to season it up. A little salt and pepper. It's kosher salt, pinch there. Black pepper, pinch. And then your favorite sweetener, just need a little touch to round it out. I'm using a pinch of stevia, 100%, nothing else. Not Truvia. That's all kinds of, Coca-Cola owns that, and they really did this newfangled version of stevia. So you want to look for 100% pure organic. And you can leave this out totally, or if you want to use some honey, that would work too. If you're just joining us on the live broadcast, welcome. It's our first ever live broadcast. If you're watching this after the live video, it's great to see you too. And then guys, get some fresh herbs. Fresh herbs are amazing. They're nutritious, but also a lot of flavor and no added calories. So I'm just going to take a couple pieces of fresh basil right here, local basil, and just tear it up. You don't have to cut it. It smells so fragrant. You can use any fresh herb that you like. Parsley would work great. Dill, another great option. And listen, we're doing this recipe start to finish, no editing. I'm running it through this thing with you together. This dressing's about to be done. Give it a shake. Perfect. That's your dressing. Next thing we got to do is some preparation of our veggies. Any veggies will work. Just going to set this aside. But we're going to make it look pretty with some tomato, cucumber, got a local yellow squash, and orange pepper. If you only have a few of these ingredients, use that. It's going to totally work. And then, of course, we need a lot of greens. Always add a lot of greens to your salad. They're nourishing for your body. And at the end of the day, net 0 calories. So unlimited amounts of greens daily, good for you. So we're going to use some of that lettuce medley that I have there. Any romaine will work, any lettuce that you like. Some people like kale. I personally don't care for it, but that's up to you. Let's go ahead and start with the pepper. We're not going to need too much of this, but you want to remove the little white pith there on the inside. It's just bitter. And when we're making the salad, we want it to look pretty. Throw that in the compost. Mason jar salads, so many limitless options, but as the title of this video is, for lazy people. Now, you may not be lazy in life, but when it comes to cooking, you may be really lazy. And so this, other than the protein that we're using, which is a ground turkey, and we're going to cook that in a second. Stay tuned for that. I got a really great water cook technique that's no added calories, that still retains a lot of flavor and keeps it moist. So we're just going to chop up some of these orange peppers. Great. This is fantastic for, even if you have no real cooking skills, just chopping the veggies. How easy is that? Set that aside. All right, we've got our peppers. Let's go into this yellow zucchini. Now, what I like to do is cut it in half, and then you got all these seeds running through. That may cause digestive issues, and they can be a little bit bitter, so I actually cut them out, so watch this technique. We're going to cut it in half again, and then we're just going to take the knife and just get them right out of there. Boom, like that. No more seeds, super easy. All right, let's do one more. Like I said, any veggies will work here, totally optional. We're going live here, you guys. It's a live video. Great to see you if you're just tuning in. Mason jar salad, couldn't be any easier. We're going to do some ground turkey in a second in a saute pan. And I tell you what, it's great for meal prep. You'll have extra protein left over. And rule number 1 of Fit Club is always cook more than you need. And this way you got leftovers for other recipes that you're going to have for dinner or for lunch the next day, even for breakfast. So we got our yellow squash, beautiful. Now, cucumber. 0 net calories at the end of the day. This is an English cucumber. Love these, and I leave the seeds in this. But let me show you. Take the bottom and top off. Let me get my peeler. I'm going to peel this thing in 10 seconds. I've done 1,000 of these before, so I just like to put the knife down, quick tip. We're just going to go right on the knife, like that. Falls down easy. Under the gun here. And done, peeled. Then you just take the knife, throw the tops out. Now we're going to cube this. We're making all the pieces relatively the same size of these veggies, but doesn't matter how you cut them. And we're just going to run through this thing. And cucumbers make a great snack, 0 calories, and I'll actually just take them just like this, dip them in a little bit of salt, eat them just like that. As a great snack. 0 net calories, so gives you a little chew when you're feeling like you want a little something. No calories. And dipping in the salt like that, I'm telling you, it brings out the flavor. It's delicious. Maybe I'm just weird like that, but I think it's a great snack. All right, we got plenty of cucumbers here. Whoa, overflowing cucumbers. All right, last thing, we got some local tomatoes. Now in a second we're gonna cook this ground turkey, and I'll show you a really great water technique that we're gonna use. It's no oil that we're gonna cook that with. These cherry tomatoes, you want to just cut them in half probably. You could even leave them whole, but guess what? If you do, they will not absorb this delicious oil and vinegar dressing that we made. So we're just gonna cut them in half. Looks good. These are local cherries. Any tomatoes that you like are great. Oh man, I love making this salad, so easy. We got our tomatoes. Any veggies will work in this, guys. Any veggies will work. That's done. All of the veggies are done, so that part of the recipe is over. Now we just have to cook our protein, assemble, and then you're good to go. You can make this recipe in batches, so you can make 4 or 5 mason jars stacked up in the fridge. They'll last a day or two. And you can bring them to work, bring them to school. Just make sure you keep them refrigerated. And at the bottom, at the end of this recipe, when we stack it, the ingredients, the way you stack the mason jar salad, very important. Otherwise, you're going to get some of the ingredients soggy, and we don't want to do that. I'll show you at the end. Right now, let's go ahead and turn on our heat source. And we're going to be cooking this ground turkey on a medium heat. So if you have a low 1 through 10 setting, you want to go about a 6, 6.5. Good. I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera in a little bit closer for this portion of the recipe. Let's go ahead and, how you doing? Good to see you, good to see you. Yes, Kyla is here. Hey Kyla, you're the first ever on our live broadcast. Great to see you. Now we're just changing the camera angle. Excuse me for that, guys. A little abrupt. Let's see if we can get it down in there. Okay, that's pretty good. Just maneuver a few things around. Bear with me. You still there? Good. Okay, that looks pretty good. Awesome. Now you get to really see the action happening. Here's what we're using right here. This is kosher white ground turkey. You can use any ground turkey that you like, but I really like this kosher brand. And it's 160 calories per serving. This is 1 pound, so you know you have 4-ounce servings when you cook this up. Just gonna pop a hole in it. Now this is heating up. Guys, you always want your heat source waiting for you, not you waiting for the heat source. So this thing is hot, ready to go. If you actually start cooking this when the meat is cold and the pan is cold, you're not going to get the same results. So make sure it's on that medium-high heat. And all we're going to need is salt and pepper. And then we're going to be using, instead of oil, we're using water. Yeah, we're cooking with water, and this is going to retain some of the moisture. And we're not going to add any calories to this meat, so we're keeping it low cal. And just got to make sure this is a non-stick, professional grade non-stick pan. Always want to make sure your pan is a little larger than what you're cooking. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. It's ready to go. We're just going to plop it down. Now I don't hear it sizzling right now, which is not a great sign, so we're just going to turn it up a little bit. Okay, now we want to season this thing up. Salt and pepper. Now I'm a bit of a purist. That's just me. Salt and pepper works. We want to put some garlic in this right now, like garlic powder or fresh garlic, ginger, anything will work like that. But I'm really just going to keep it pure. And the cool thing is if you keep it simple like this, you can reuse it for other recipes. We're making the mason jar salad today, but we're only going to need a portion of this protein. And then you'll set it aside to reuse for maybe some breakfast tomorrow or for your dinner tonight. So right now we're making this awesome mason jar salad for lunch. Do not use a stainless steel utensil to mix this up. We're using plastic or wood will work great because then you're going to be dinging up your nonstick pan. And I think that's really where a lot of people say they have issues with the nonstick because it's got some aluminum coating and things and you don't want to break that up. So if you get some cuts in the pan, that's when the aluminum comes out in the food. We don't want that. So as long as you use utensils like plastic or wood, works great. Now here's the deal. It's starting to heat up. It's looking good. Let's bring this in a little closer. Good. Now as it's starting to heat up, that's when we're going to add the water because it's going to steam as it cooks. And that's about a tablespoon of filtered water. Perfect. Now right away, we want to break this thing up. So I just like to go in. See how I'm breaking it up? Easiest meal prep ever. Ground turkey, ground beef, ground chicken, whatever you want to use right here, ground pork. Right here, easiest way to go. You can use any of those meats and cook it just like this. I do this every day, and that's why this is such an easy recipe when you're cooking with ground meats. Now, I turned it up just earlier to get the heat source up a little bit, but it's a little too hot. We're going back down to about a medium hot, 6.5. Now we gotta break this up. Break it up, break it up. Now don't go answering your emails, checking your Facebook, or posting to Instagram right now when you're cooking this. Okay, you gotta stay in this thing. Whoa, there's turkey flying everywhere. And remember, we're keeping this real simple. flavor-wise so that we can repurpose it. But your key, you want to keep it moving, guys. Turn it up to about 7. Medium high. Medium high is good. Keep it moving. We don't want to overcook this thing. That's when you get dried turkey. There's nothing worse than dried meats. We're doing this whole recipe start to finish, you guys. Start to finish. And as soon as we go ahead and finish this protein, cooking this protein, this ground turkey up, we're going to be pretty much done. So we're almost there. Don't forget, at the end, we're going to assemble this thing together. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. That's the key. Keep breaking it up. And as soon as it goes to just, it goes from that light pink color to more of that white color, that's when we got to pull off the heat right away. That's the key. And notice how it's not sticking. If you notice the pan's a little too dry, just add a little more of the water for this water cooking technique. All right, we're almost done. Remember, we're doing this whole recipe start to finish, unedited. This is live. We're filming this live. If you're watching this in the rebroadcast, glad you're here. And if you're new to the channel, guys, we share new videos every Monday. Workouts, fat-burning workouts, healthy recipes just like this. Exercise, fitness tips to help you get into awesome shape. Every Monday, new video. Love to see you subscribe. Hit the like button if you're having fun on this video right now with us. Okay, this is very important. Right now, it's gone. You can see there's no pink left, maybe just a touch, and we're going to pull it off the heat right now because this will continue to cook a little bit. Looks good. Pull it off the heat right away. Oh. Hey, we got another one. What's up, Ben? Ben in the house, tuned in. How are you? Good to see you. Yes, you are second tuned in. What's up, my man? I actually posted that we're going live on Facebook. If anybody's here from Facebook, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, say hello. I'm just cooking a little more, guys. It was just a touch too pink. Anyway, we're good now. Throw it right in the bowl. Get it out of the heat source. Yeah, we're going live. Mason jar salad. Cooking off the protein. We're going to assemble this thing next. All right, I'm going to set that aside. Let's change the camera angle back. Excuse me, guys. Oh, there you are. All right, how are we looking here? Good? Nice. All right, let's pull it back in. Yeah, we're shooting live, unedited, guys, unedited. Whatever happens, happens. We're here, we're having fun together. Good? Hey, we got another one here. Oh, Ben, I'm good. How you doing, bud? Doing awesome, thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, we just connected recently, and I'm glad we did over on YouTube. Great. All right, sorry about the camera angles there for a second, guys. Now I'm going to grab a fresh mason jar. This one's a little bit dirty, so we get the pretty shot. Okay, good. Great. All right, look, we got our protein. Good. Now, and look, you can use this for other recipes, you guys. We're going to use about 4 to 6 ounces in this recipe today for one mason jar salad. If you're making a bunch, keep working. You can get 4 mason jar salads out of this if you're using 4 ounces, because that was a 1 pound brick of ground turkey. Very good. We got everything. It's time to assemble. Now, assembly is really key. If you do it in the wrong order, just going to adjust the camera a sec. If you do it in the wrong order, you're going to be out of luck, because then all the lettuce is going to be soggy. Nothing worse than that. So, let's go ahead and go over the stacking. We got all ingredients here. We're going to make it look pretty. On the bottom, goes the dressing. Number one tip for always making your mason jar salads, dressing on the bottom. Just using a fresh mason jar because I want it to look pretty for our finish shot, but it makes no difference. You definitely do not need a second mason jar to do this, okay? So, then we're going to use some of the chunkier vegetables at the bottom, and tomatoes love balsamic. So we're going to go tomatoes first. So we're just going to dump those right in. Tell you, it couldn't be any easier. Once you have everything prepped, you're going to have potentially four mason jar salads out of this one recipe. So it's worth putting in a little bit of time. Okay, we got the beautiful tomatoes down first. Now we're going to go orange. I think that would look nice. Let's go with the peppers. If you don't have all these ingredients, it's no problem. Don't worry about it. Just use whatever you have on hand. We're going to definitely want a lot of greens. That's the key. Now let's go yellow. That's going to look nice. Yellow. We've got our zucchini, chunky zucchini. Good. Let's go with our turkey next. Now we're going 4 ounces, and if you're on a diet or just looking to be lean and mean and sexy and feel great, this is 1 portion of protein, 4 ounces. And if you want to, if you're looking to get a little more calories in, or you earned a bigger lunch, you can go ahead and double up on the protein. But we're going to use 4 ounces. Just going to scoop it right in there. Ground turkey. So easy to cook. Did you guys like that water cooking technique? I'm telling you what, that's how I cook it every day, all day, and comes out great. Moist and delicious. The key is to pull it off the heat the second it's done, because it will continue to cook. Now we got our portion of protein in there. Great. And now you either make 3 more mason jar salads, or you've got protein for dinner tonight. You don't have to cook anymore for the rest of the day. How awesome is that? Good, we'll set that aside. Gonna put a little bit of cucumber in here, layer of cucumber. We're almost done with this recipe. Pack it down, good. And then the lettuce, and then that's it, you guys. Gonna jam this in. Now this is great if you are going to work. Now for me, I like a lot of greens, so I use a big mason jar, or like I said, instead of using a mason jar, go ahead and do the same jar salad recipe technique using some Tupperware like this. You can fit a lot more ingredients, especially the greens, and you know we always tell you to bulk up on the greens. 0 net calories, tons of nutrition, and so I would say if you want a bigger salad or more greens, because we're running out of room on this thing, go ahead and use Tupperware instead, and it's going to give you a much bigger salad option. And I actually like this. This is a glass Tupperware. I don't use that plastic stuff. This is by OXO. I love this. It's got the top is actually plastic, but the bottom's glass, and I just feel better about it. It's really tight, secure fit. Also found another mason jar at the Christmas tree shop. If they're sometimes hard to find out of season. The Christmas tree shop, if you're looking for mason jars, shout out to them. They helped us out today. I just needed a top for one of the mason jars for this one, and they just gave it to us. But I also found this, so I got that. This is more of like as a larger one, so that's good. But it's got a kind of old school top on it, closure system, metal, more secure for sure. So that's another option. Okay, let's close it up. And there you have it, you guys, our beautiful mason jar salad. How great is that? There it is. That's the money right there. And that is all you can make this ahead of time. This recipe makes 4 mason jar salads and couldn't be any easier. Hope you guys like this recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any more questions or comments, post them down below. If you're watching on the live broadcast, great to see you guys. If you're watching this afterwards, great to see you as always too. Have an awesome day.